Why are you fucking offline? Hello everyone. I had to what a morning. Trying to start this live has been crazy. Crazy. I just got a message from a girlfriend of mine and she's like, "Hey, what's happening?" Because I can see you, but I can hear you. I can't see you, but I can hear you breathing. So what happened was I forgot to turn off the mic, didn't I? Here I am trying to set up this live and I forgot to turn off the mic. So yeah, that's typical of me. That is so typical of me to forget where. Anyway, welcome to today's live masterclass. And
yes, it is live because I am stuffing up already. We are live on YouTube and as well as inside the pop-up group. So I have no idea where else am I live, where else I am live, but I am so thankful that you guys have joined me. I'm just gonna check. So while we're live, I'm gonna check if there's anyone saying hello to me. Please drop in the comments below where you watching from. Where you watching from? Seriously, like welcome. Today's live masterclass. Today is all about mastering your viral lash trend, which is for a lot of people. We're talking about wispies, anime, manga, everything that is the new trend right now. So yes, comment below where you're watching from and drop me a hello, please. I am, it is a small community. It is a very small group. So I wanted to tailor this group mainly for people that are really needing the support and the help. And it's great to connect with some of you already. A few of you have messaged me just inquiring about the masterclass. So can you let me know if you guys can hear me? Because I can see myself, but I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. So if you can let me know in the chat, you can hear me, that would be great. Like a thumbs up or like a microphone that it's okay or something, that would be great. Anyway, yeah, so let me know if you guys can hear me okay, where you're watching from. Are you watching the live right now or are you watching the replay? So hashtag replay. So I hope you guys are excited. It's been a long journey. It's been a long journey creating this masterclass because to me, it's not just about creating a masterclass like, oh, just say whatever or show whatever. Because taking things online, of course, it's a little bit different than if I was teaching inside like my own group or with my own students. It's a little bit different where when it's like live like this, it's quite new. It's quite new to me. So let me know where you guys tuning in from. I'm just going to do a few housekeeping, making sure that we are good to go. This is funny because, yeah. Oh, for some reason. But yes. Anyway, you guys excited for today's masterclass? I'm telling you, I've prepared a lot of details for this, especially for this masterclass. I mean, and honestly, it's been, like I said, a really, really fun journey for me. Because as you know, I'll introduce myself later, but yeah, as you know, it's been quite a journey since lockdown, starting this online business, but now it is good to go. And, I'm excited to be connecting with Lash artists in New Zealand, Canada, US. So it's and the UK as well. So I've got people from the UK. So I've mentored students from there. So yes, I am very, very excited. So let's start. Please let me know if you can hear me. I am just gonna Here's my presentation. All right. Now, during the presentation, if anything, you want to stop me at any time, please just let me know. It's quite tough trying to do everything by yourself. So, can you guys see the screen right now? If you guys can see the screen, let me know in the comments below. So a lot of you guys have been struggling, like me as a lash artist. I have been struggling. So I was struggling, and I've known a lot of students that are struggling with it as well. So I'm just going to present in. Okay, I don't know why it's not presenting. All right. Oh, I don't want. I really don't want. Okay. All right. So here we go. You guys. All right, next. Welcome to today's masterclass. So let me know where you guys coming in from. I've done all the checking, and yes, everyone can see the screen and everyone can hear me. That's most important. Please drop your comments in below where you're watching from and whether you're watching live or on the replay. So hashtag replay or hashtag live, please. So as a gift for you today, if you guys have not downloaded the gifts, I have created a gift for you today. There's 3 parts to the gift download. There is the lash mapping templates, lash styles. This is to use inside, of course, this masterclass, as well as for you guys to keep and continue using it, as well as submit your work for a chance to win. So with the 3 gifts that I've got right now is I've created a flashcards, a deck of flashcards. I think there's about 40. Yeah, I think there's 40 deck cards, and they have different lash styles, different lengths that you can use to, yourself into small strips and have some fun with your clients this holiday season. There's anime, wet set, everything, all the styles, all the lengths, all the styles as well that you can use inside, for your business. The next one that I have for you is some lash mapping templates to create your own or to follow in the template to create the wispies and anime manga sets as well. That we will incorporate that into the training as well. And also I've added a task tracker. So a task tracker is for you to use. I want you to, after this masterclass, to really practice and see how you go, because using that to track, okay, how long are you taking to create, a peak, or how long is it to create for the whole set? I want you guys to use the tracker to keep even track of how long you're taking to do on a client. So this client, you might start this time, and I want you to use that tracker to see if there is an improvement in how you're making your wispy sets and how you're making your manga sets. Okay, so there should be a post inside the group already to for you to use. There should be all links. There should be a confirmation page of all links and all the freebies. As well as all the freebies, I am giving away some prizes as well. One is submit work. So after the masterclass, I really want you to post your work, even if it's practice on a lash pad, a gel pad, anything like that. If you're practicing on that, I want you to submit your work because I really want to see how you're doing and the improvements. So every submission I get, you're going to draw, which I'll draw live as well, and you'll win a one-on-one 90-minute one-on-one session with me. This is valued at 129 USD for that 90 minutes, which we go through in depth what you're struggling with, what you need to grow your skills and your business and get fully booked as a Lash artist. The second prize is engagement and submit your work. So you win 120 minutes, so 2 hours. 2 hours with me one-on-one via Zoom, where we really go, where are you struggling, what area you're struggling with, and we really focus on how to attract clients and how to build your business, how to automate your business, how to start marketing, social media marketing, all that. We can get really specific on what it is that you really need and what it is that you're struggling with, that we can work on. So yeah, so just to let you know, it is good. And next one. So before we go on, just also a reminder that there is a replay. There will be play inside the masterclass group. However, it'll only be available for the next 24 hours. I'll see. I'll decide if there are people watching it. I'll leave it on for a bit longer. If not, it will be taken down. So I am able to put that inside my membership. So if you're watching, I want you guys action. I want for the next 24 hours. If you need to rewatch this, rewatch it over and over again until you really grasp all the skills and all the tips that I'm going to share with you inside this masterclass. This is mainly because I want you to take action. If I keep this on, this life ongoing, people can, I'll do it next week. And then pretty much you're going to forget. I know I do. When people give me only 24 hours to watch something, I'm going to make time to watch it. So that's what I want you to do. And this is out of love, I really want you to succeed, and I really want you to actually make something out of this masterclass. So before we go, I really, really want you to take a selfie. So I'll take one with you. Take a selfie of where we are, and I'm going to take one of there we are. So I want you guys to take a selfie, celebrate this moment of you actually doing something, stepping up to your lash game, stepping up to change your skills, elevate your skills, and really become an outstanding artist. Because you know what it is, there's a lot of people that show me that they're struggling because inside their area there's a lot of lash techs, there's a lot of people that are, what do you say, there's a lot of competition in their area, and because of that it is very hard for them to stand out. So I guys take a selfie of this moment. Welcome to send it in the group. That would be even better if you guys send it inside the group. I want to see your selfie moments where you are and witness your transformation. Because also, something else I want you to also do for me is use the hashtag LashGoalsAF and tag me on Instagram at annanewen.biz. That would be great because I want to see you guys, what you guys are doing and how you guys are improving on your skills. And please comment below and share me your feedback as well. During the masterclass, feel free to comment, stop me, ask questions. I will be checking the comments every now and then. And I know this is a very small group, and some of you I know might be very, very shy. Yeah. And because you're shy, I know it's very hard for you to just give me a second. Yeah, I know it's very hard for you to Yeah, because I'm presenting, quite hard to, yeah. Yeah, when you're it's quite hard, quite shy. It's being a very small group as well. It's very shy for you guys to, comment. And I know everyone's very shy right now. No one's commenting, so that's okay. We continue. We continue as we just gonna check on something. If anyone's like left any. Just let me check. Well, I might share it as I might share it as a just give me a second. Just gonna yeah, trying to do everything myself can be quite difficult. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me while I yeah, because what happens with the presentation mode, it all right, so next up we have just gonna way. So for any of you guys that don't know me, I just want to introduce myself. Yeah, just a quick introduction because I know you guys are coming all over other countries, and yeah, I want to quick introduce myself. All right, my name's Anna. If you haven't met me, my name's Anna, and I am a lash artist for the last 12 years. I did start when it was in 2012. We started lashing like lashes, and they were like loose classic, but loose lashes. I've been in the industry for a bit longer than that. I started in the nail industry for 20 years, for over 2 decades now. Yes, it's been a long time. I love nails and nail art, and I transitioned into lashes in 2012. And I've been doing both services. I'm also Australia's accredited educator, beauty trainer for government beauty colleges, but now I've started my own business. I am Vietnamese and in Melbourne, and as well as I've worked in salons. I've had my own beauty day spa, like doing facials, but I feel like I get more joy. From actually inspiring teaching students. So since 2012, I have taught many, like hundreds and hundreds of students since then, and it's been a great journey. I love every minute because I get to meet a lot of students, amazing students too. So just give me a second. Yeah, I meet a lot of students, a lot of people that I enjoy. and it's actually really, really good, because these artists, that these students that I meet, they that they come from all industries. They've come from salons. They want to. They're single moms. They are, you know, home graduates, college students. They're graduates, and you know what? They actually want to start their own business because, one, they've got the passion. They've got the passion for lashes, and they've also wanted to start their business because of financial freedom, financial like time freedom, financial freedom. So you got all that. You know what? Yeah. So that's why I end up enjoying. I don't know. I enjoy um, teaching more than actual than clients and services. And today, now I run my own salon at home, doing nails and lashes. I mentor lash students online, and have their own salons. Mainly the ones that have their own salon, they've already basic training, and now they need guidance and mentoring to take their skills to the next level. So I also have an 8-year-old cheeky son. So comment below if you guys are also a parent, also a single parent trying to, grow your business and all that. It is quite, it's overwhelming sometimes at days, but you know what? I get more reward. It's more rewarding than anything. All the time busyness. But yeah, I am obsessed. I am obsessed with activity. Being an entrepreneur, I've enjoyed every single minute. So yes. So the next part, just gonna. So while we're getting into, before we get into these skills and talk about skills and all that, well, I want you to understand one thing. Before you learn, when you learn something new, we all started somewhere, right? Every single lash artist that you follow that are expertise in the industry have started somewhere. But the difference is they didn't let the fear stop them, and they didn't. So what I want you to be doing is if you see something today that it feels like overwhelming, or like, whoa, it's so hard, it's difficult, I want you to think, I can do it, right? Because you know what that quote says, if you think you can or you can't, you're right. So do it. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do it. But if you can, if you think that you're more positive and you think you can do it, yes, that means that you can do it. And I want you to think that, yes, I do it, and it's not too hard. If someone else can do it, I can do it as well. So I really, really don't want you to, instead of saying things like, oh, I can't, this is hard, I can't do it yet, I can't do it, or no, this is confusing me. Instead of doing, I can't do this, or this is too hard, I want you to replace it with, I can't do this yet, but I will try to learn. And it's hard for me right now, but no, I'm willing to improve. I'm willing to practice. I'm willing to the hard, because everyone puts in the hard work, then they'll see success. Then they'll see results of what they've been working at. You can't expect to learn something and think, I'm going to learn, I'm going to get it straight away. I'll give you an example. When I watch things online, when I watch things on YouTube, I feel like I've learned something new. I know it already. I don't need to practice, and that's the sad thing, because when you think that you can just learn it and don't need to practice, that's where you're wrong. Because when a client comes and you think, oh my god, I thought I knew, but I don't know. So is everyone? Hang on, I'm just gonna make sure what's on. Whether, yep. Yeah, just making sure, just checking that everything is okay. if you guys are going to be learning something new, I want you to embrace it, even if it how confusing it is. I really want you to really, really try make the most out of this masterclass. And okay, let's go. Right now, who remembers? Who remembers not long ago, like maybe 5-6 years ago? Like you've got the loose jars, loose lashes. What I know, I started 12 years ago. In 2012, since 2012, 12 years ago now. I was doing lashes out of jars, like they were just loose lashes. I don't know if anyone is able to remember it. Let me drop a comment. I know that you guys remember those days. I don't know. I must feel old if I'm the only one that remembers these. But yeah, back then there was only classic, hybrid, and volume. That's it. Like how much has changed, I have no idea. Oh my god, the lash styles have changed dramatically. I am talking about, you've got the mangas, you've got the animes, you've got the wispies, you've got the Kim K, wet look, all these. But you know what? One thing I can tell you, it is just a name. Okay, it's just a name. Of course, the foundation is classic, hybrid, and volume. But any other name that you see, they're just, all it is just names. I'll give you an example. Just give me a sec. I'll give you an example. How many nails? Let me know, because you'll understand what I mean. You've got the basic five basic shapes. You've got square, round, oval, pointy, and square round. I think, yeah, 5. How many styles that have come up now? Like you've got the coffin, you've got the stiletto, like they're pretty much pointy. Yeah. So same with lashes as well. You've got the basic, hybrid, volume, classic. That's the basic ones. But then you've all these anime. Don't let the name confuse you, because with anime, manga, wispy, wet set, the wet set, all it is like close fans of the styling, how you make it, how you want it's I wanted to make it your own, styling it as your own. So in today's masterclass, I will show you tips of how to map it to make it your own. Like if you understand the layering, the direction, and the placement technique that I share, you'll be able to make any style or create your own style. So it is I guarantee you will be able to, because it's not hard. I'm telling you, it's not hard for you to actually create your own lash styles and make up your own lash once you understand what I mean. Okay, so anyway, let's continue. Just gonna continue. So I'm getting the hang of it now, as you can see. All right. Now we're talking. All right. So what are new growing trends? The wispy sets. Like you've got the viral styles that are popular right now. Why are they popular? Lashes tell a story. Yeah, lashes tell a story. They tell it. It also gives the client the opportunity to express themselves. Like with me, I love my trending, my wild, lashes. Like they stand out. I love the wisps. So for anyone that is not very familiar with that, they would only want to stick with the natural looking, which is fine as well. But lashes do tell a story, and it tells the clients of how they feel expressing themselves. Yeah. And we're talking about a lot of trends that like really, I'll show you some images later and you'll be quite surprised. Clients aren't looking for just normal lashes anymore. They are looking for a trend. If it's trending, it's all over social media, it's all over Instagram. You'd want to be the lash artist that actually can do it. If you don't, you're going to be missing out. Okay. So I'm just gonna, so just the next slide. So in today's masterclass, you will be learning the wispy technique, why it's whispering, the layering. We'll go through the layering for the manga lashes, anime lashes, and all the viral lash styles. It's important because once you understand the difference between anime, the difference between the manga, or any viral lash trend, once you look at an image or look at, you'll be able to understand. And that's what I want from you. I want you guys to be able to understand when you look at a map, because the styles are going to be everywhere. It's going to be trending for a while. So and the clients are able to customize their look too. So yeah. So you learn all about the exact mapping techniques and the layering secrets. I will give you the layering secrets and direction of where to put those spikes as well. So yep, we're going to get your notepads out and let me introduce you to what I've put together as my dream framework. What is a framework? So it's just a framework that I put together when I'm teaching, just to make students able to understand it a little bit better. Just gonna make it just gonna make it for me today, but that way you're able to see. That's better. I had to yeah. Now I know what happened. Now I know what happened, that I wasn't able to change all the screen around. Okay, the dream framework. My dream, the reason why I created this dream framework is because of I wanted my students to understand what I'm talking about, like what it is that you need to actually create a customized lash set. So the D in the dream stands for designing your vision. So designing your vision, meaning that you want to find your signature, what it is that you want to create for the client, setting a clear lash goal. So what eye shape they are, what style they want, is it going to suit them? And you want to create your own way of doing as well. Yeah, that stands for design. The next one is research and plan. So it's not just about creating manga. You know how many manga lash styles there are out there? So there is heaps and heaps of manga. If you want to get some inspiration, explain to your client what it is that they are looking for, what they are seeking as well. So research and learn. Next one is execute with excellence. So when you're executing, when you're planning, I would always perfect your craft. I would always recommend you perfect your craft, build consistent results, meaning that when you're practicing, you need to be able to repeat that exact style. I'm talking about, like, if you're doing that once, concentrate on that one style only. That's what, before you move on, because what happens is it gets quite confusing. So if you're building up spikes, spikes like this, and then you go move on to the next one, you haven't mastered one technique yet, and then here you are moving on to another. It gets quite confusing how you're placing it, which I will go through more so once we get into the details of the actual skill. Next one is adapt. So tailoring it to each client. You want to know what are they seeking for, what are the clients' likes and dislikes, what eye shape they are. Do you know anime lashes, manga anime lashes, or wispy? They can suit certain people and they don't suit other people. So you need to analyze the client's eyes, everything, before you decide on what styling to do. Because if someone's got very round, bulging eyes, I am not gonna be doing one of those doll eye anime looking. I'll avoid that. I'm gonna avoid using heavy curls like a D curl, D and double D curls, in order for them to because that's gonna make them eye pop out of their socket. It's gonna be quite quite big, make the eyes even bigger. So you want to soften those lashes. It's exactly like volume lashes, except that we're styling it with wisps, with spikes and wisp instead of the fans. That's how it is. Okay. So why does this dream framework come together? Because it is actually a so the M, yes, the M stands for mastering your business. So building a brand, growing your clientele, and scaling. So each of these steps we'll go through how they all form together, because you need to know how you're mapping. You need to know curls and lashes. You need to know the styling. You need to know your client's eye shape, and then you need to know your brand, your business as well. How we're going to market these styles to the specific client, because you know what? Not everyone's going to really like these styles, and it's not for everyone, and that's fine as well. But you need to know where to look for those clients and how to look for those clients to actually bring them together into your business, drag them into your business, and attract them into your business. Okay. So yeah, next one. So why does this dream framework work? How does it work? So it's because it's a system. It's a system I put together. Okay, first thing, you got to do this, next. Because it's like that, it's a step by step. You actually know what it is that you need to do in order to create the art on your client, create the beautiful, stunning lash sets that you are doing as well. The results, like once you understand, it is very easy. Once you know everything. All right. So what does it involve? I will need to take you back to the mapping, okay? The basic mapping. Reason being is because of this. If you don't know your mapping by now, if you are unable to understand the mapping right now, it's crucial. Like if you want to be customizing your client's lash set, you need to be able to know your mapping off by heart, know your client's lashes, the eye shape off by heart. Okay, so raise your guts, raise your hand if you've created lash sets that look like this on one eye and then it droops on the other eye, or like, it just didn't, it wasn't symmetrical. What I mean is it wasn't symmetrical. There is a reason why, because everyone has two separate sides, different looks. I've got one eye bigger than the other. So when I'm doing makeup, I make sure I do this side a little bit more, like as in the shading or that, a little bit more than the other side. Okay. Same with lashes. Lashes works the same way, because clients will always have one side maybe smaller than the other. So you need to enhance those styles to that specific eye. We're not all blessed. Not all of us are blessed with beautiful symmetrical eyes, but you need to understand that how we're gonna, make sure to actually tailor those styles to your clients. Placement and direction, it is so important, and we will go through these placement and direction. I will show you what it is that what causes this, asymmetrical issue, and how placement and direction makes a huge difference. And next one is layering. Now, layering is, by now I think most of you should know that layering lashes, you've got many layers to a client's eyes, and I'm sure, like it is very, very important to know that when you're copying lashes online, if someone's sharing a map with you, this is a real big mistake. Okay, it is a 2D map. They've just given you like 15, 16, 17. That's 2D. But you're client's lashes, your client's eyes are not 2D. Your clients are 3D. Right? You've got 3 layers, at least 2 to 3 layers of lashes. So what style, what curl should you be using underneath it? Because it's not just one style. Okay, so you keep that in mind, what it is or why your lash never turned out the way it did, because chances are you're using the same on all 3. Okay, on all 3. It depends on the look that you're looking for. It might and it might not turn out well because of that. Okay, you're using the same curl throughout as well. If you're customizing a lash set, gone are the days of using D all the way from inner corner to the other corner, long gone. What you want to be doing is if you're customizing a client's lashes, you should be mixing the curls. And with the basic understanding of curls, you should know by now what curl is, suiting your clients or not, because there's just some girls are just way dramatic, way dramatic for the clients. Now, let's go through the old method of eye analysis. Tell me, guys, how many of you were very confused with round eye, oval eye, almond eye, mono eyelids, and you got outer, I've just lost my train of thought. All these names, like and hooded, and all those names. Like, you've got the list of all that. How many of you guys looked at that and thought, what? I don't understand why the close set, like upturn, downturn, all that stuff. So I've broken it down into 3 categories just to make it more easier for you guys. Okay, I call it the SDP method. So you need to group it into 3 categories. That's it. Okay, the first category is the shape. What shape are they? Round, almond, like almond, round, monolid, almond, round, hooded, and monolid. Those are the 4 that go into the shape. Okay, so first of all, SDP, shape. What are they? They're round. Okay, that's it. Stop. Next one, we've got the D. The D stands for, let me just check if, the D stands for distance of the eye. That's when you analyze them in terms of wide set or close set. Yeah, that's it for the distance. The next one is the plane. Are they upturn, turn, or downturn? So instead of putting all these lash maps together, I just want you to divide it into 3 different categories. That way, the SGP method, you're just going, okay, what shape are they? What's the distance? Are they close set, balanced, or wide set? That's it. Next one, you want to think about what plane are they on? Are they upturn, downturn, protruding, like inwards, deep set, protruding outwards, deep set, or downturn and upturn? That's it. Okay, this makes it easier because, like, you can be like the reason why I categorize it into 3 areas like this is because of this. You can be an almond, like you can't just say almond eye and that's it. They're almond, but they can also be protruding, like, because the almond's just a shape, and the protruding is just the plane, whether it's sitting in, out, or up and down. That's it. Or you can be hooded. You can be hooded, but downturn as well. So when you can't like have, okay, almond protruding, almond, then the list is going on for so long. So what I want you to do, these 3 categories, it makes it so much easier for you just to categorize them. Okay, they're almond and they're downturn. Okay, because you can have an almond downturn. Not all almonds are perfect shape. Or you can be monolid and downturn, or monolid upturn as well. Okay, so that makes it so much easier. To the So much easier for you guys to understand shape, distance, and plane. Like I said, the common mistakes, using the wrong curls. Let's talk about the lash layering, the layering system. We have three. When it comes to wispies, anime, mangas, everything, we have three layers. One, I call it the top layer, that like the statement layer. I would call it the statement layer, because that's the layer that either it creates the shape of the eyelashes, or it creates the style. Okay, it's where the peaks are, the spikes are. Then you've got volume part. So that could be the layers that supporting those peaks, and then you've got the base layer. So the base layer is what I'm talking about, like number three. I always name the lashes as in level 1, level 2, and level 3. Yeah, 3 layers. So base layer is the short, like layer on the bottom towards the gel pad the most. That's how I name my lashes as well. Next up, you've got so common mistakes I see a lot of lash artists do is they make the mistakes of putting the spikes for too much in, too much out. Well, put it this way: if your spikes are too long on the inner corner, what happens is the inner corner lashes are quite weak, and because if they're weak, they will come off much easier because the baby lash is not able to support that. Okay, so wrong placement and direction as well. Your symmetry might be off as well. Having symmetry, like I was saying before. So how I combat the symmetry is I always make a dot where the client's pupils are. So I get them to look straight, and just with a pen, I just make a dot. So I'm able to know, okay, that's where when they open their eyes and look straight, that's the middle part of their eye. Okay. What else? Too much spacing between the spikes. If you're placing too much gaps in between the spikes, it's not going to. If you're looking, say, for a wispy, like a Kim K look, what you want to be doing is making the spikes a bit closer together. We're going to go through all that. I'm just going to give you a rundown of everything that I'm going through first, and then we'll get into the placement and direction. The next one is you've got traditional or camellia. This is a huge mistake. How many of you guys have ever created spikes and they don't look like spikes, like what you see, okay, inside, like people's Instagram images or TikTok images? Why is your spikes not working out? The reason why your spikes are not working out is because you're using the wrong type. I'm not talking about the brand. I'm not talking about the brand of lashes, because I guarantee most of the brands right now are all the same. It's the type of lashes that you need. And I'm not talking about the fiber either. I'm talking about the type of lashes, meaning that are all the same. Like I'm talking about, let me get some. Just let me go back. So for example, these are traditional lashes. Okay. So when you buy the lashes in a tray, you've got traditional lashes. Okay. They're all the same length. Then you got camellia lashes. What are camellia lashes? They come in length, short sizes. Like they've got 3 sizes in one. So if you were to buy, like for example, that, can you see the difference? That already creates the wispy look. I'm telling you now, that just looks already wispy. Like just for me doing that. The tray actually comes in 3 different sizes, or 2 to 3 different sizes. So camellia lashes are different lengths. So they can come like 3 different sizes, 1 size apart. So if you're buying 12, it'll be 11, 12, and 13. Another style of camellia is having two number difference. So 11, 13, and 15. So now you can envision that because they're different lengths, when you're making the spikes, they're not the same length. They're going to be all wisps as well. Yeah. So that's huge, huge, huge mistake. I'm all about teaching my students how to make. I'm not here to, like, I don't sell products. I only sell products to my client, to my students in my classes. But I'm not into. I'm more into teaching and education. So I can tell you, you just need to look for camellia lash trays, whether it's one single number or two number difference. Your spikes will definitely stand out already. I guarantee you that. Okay. If you guys have any questions, like, I'm seeing you guys are very, very quiet. I'm really impressed. Like, everyone's quiet. I don't know, impressed, or am I talking to myself? Or guys, comment below if you have any questions. Feel free to stop me, and feel free to stop me and ask questions along the way. All right. So with the wispy, this is the wispy DNA. What makes wispy? What makes a wispy is there are different personalities. The spikes, where you place the spikes, and of course not just random. It's strategically placed. You've got three choices of the personality. You can either have sweet, very subtle, or you can have dramatic, or in between. Again, with the 3 layers, we are talking about long lengths, keeping the curls, of course, above, like the peaks of it, the longest. Before, let me just go back to it again. Just making sure. Okay, you've got the traditional. All right. Hang on. Okay, we'll talk these first. Let me explain. With the 3 layers, with the traditional volume lashes, what happens? We put the same length. If you guys have heard of the top line, creating a perfect top line. When you're creating a perfect top line, means that on the top layer, it needs to be shorter in order to create a perfect top line for volume lashes. So it should be like this, if you can see. That's a perfect top line, because only the bottom lashes, like, say for example, you're using the bottom layer as number 12. This middle layer should be 11, and this one should be 10. And guess what? When it's like that, it hugs each other. It sends together like this. Just looking. Yeah, they will be like this. If you're using 3 different lengths, so the bottom should be 12, 11, and 10. If you're using the same, this is what goes back to my 3D and 2D example. When you're looking at a 3D map and a 2D map, when you're looking at a 2D map, it just says 12, 13, 14, 15, but you haven't considered the actual layers of it. So if you're placing the same length on all 3 layers, what happens? The bottom here, the top layer looks longer than the other. So if you're creating a standard volume set, that's not going to work. Yeah, that's not going to work. However, going back to wispies, the reason why the wispies work is because we rotate that. So the traditional one, we're making the longest on the bottom and the shortest on top. With wispies, I want you to rotate that and put the longest on top and the shortest one on the bottom. That will come out like this. That turns out like this. This is one of the reasons how it can be wispy. It can be, doesn't matter how you place, where you place the spikes, where you place it, but the longest length first. whether it's 1 mil difference or 2 mil difference. It doesn't matter. So the more difference in length, the more it's going to actually make a different size. Yeah. Okay, so next one, we are let's go back into the all right. So what about the mangas? If you see the manga lashes, you can see the difference. Yeah, the spikes are all right. How can I explain it? The spikes are the one that creates the shape. So if you're going to go for an open eye, dolly, cat eye, it's the spikes that actually make up your actual set. So it's nothing got to do with the base. As you can see, the base of the lashes there, it's it's the spikes of the style. That's what creates it. Just like with the traditional lashes, it's the volume fans that make up the actual map of the client's lashes. So if you're doing a cat eye, if you're doing a dolly or natural squirrel, whatever, anything like that, it's the actual volume fans that made it, like where you place those. So now going back to the manga, it's where you place your spikes. Okay, it's where you place your spikes that makes a huge difference in creating that look. So if I was to create someone that an opening, those spikes, those peaks, I should call it, the peaks I would want to be putting towards the middle of the eye and then shortening it to the outer part of the eye. Okay. Okay, here's the 4-layer system that I've created with manga. You've got, again, the support structure, which is the top peak layer of any manga. So you've got the top above, you've got the bold spikes, whether it's bold or the short, but the base is wide. Okay, then you've got the volume building, which curl you use. Now, depending on what style, what eye shape the clients have, I tend to go a lot with less, how should I say, less not heavy curls, but more settled, like more relaxed curls. Like I'm talking about B, L, C, L, J. I know there is an LJ, B, C, M. Those are the ones are going to give you more of the lifted look. With Asian eyes, we tend to use the LC curl. So with the LC, it comes straight and then it comes out like that. It gives it a bit of a lift because we've got mostly it's monolid eyes, and because of the skin and the dead straight lashes, we tend to need a lift. So that's why we use LC, LD. Any of those would definitely match with these manga styles. The direction and the secret to getting the lashes staying in one place. Yeah. So which is gel and primer. So how I use a gel and primer, I would demonstrate. I would demonstrate and show you when we have the what do you call it? The Zoom tomorrow. Bonus for joining. I am hosting a live Zoom mentoring session, which is included for anyone who wants to join. Same time tomorrow, if you're able to make it. That Zoom call, I'll be able to see you and I'll be able to see what you're doing, and I'll show you what I'm doing as well, how I'm creating those spikes and what products I'm using. So if I do that, today, I would love to do it today too. Just give a rundown of the tools and equipment that I am using to create those spikes. Okay. Yes, and primer are the two things that I am using to create, and I'll show you as well. Direction and length. So it depends if I'm creating an open eye look. If I'm creating an open eye look, I'm not going to be creating just any. I'll be placing those peaks to create that open eye, or the direction of it. So you've seen those eyeliner look. It's the direction. It's got nothing to do with the fans or yes, it's got to do with curl. What curl you use, or very much direction. How you place the angle of those lashes makes a huge difference in your placements as well. How your eyes turn out, how your sets turn out. Manga mistakes. These are the struggles and the mistakes that I've seen a lot of people go through. Students make. Just give me a second. So I'm just far ahead. I'm just making notes. All right. So with the manga points, what I usually put is the dot. I dot the client's eye just in the middle of the eye. I make that dot. I make also another dot around where the pupils are, which is around here and here. That is another dot. And then I place, like I break it up evenly, outer and inner corners. That's how I'm able to. So if I'm making an open eye, I'll be placing the longest spikes in the middle, outer, where the pupils are. I will make the dot in the middle and outer corner to actually create that open eye, and then I shorten it. If I was doing, say, longer, very, very dramatic cat eye kind of look, then of course the outer corners are the ones that I'll be placing the locks and making into like a pyramid, like turning into pyramid, which we'll go through later as well. A lot of the troubles is fan placement and weight distribution. A lot of people use too much lashes to create those spikes. The exact way is actually you need to very, very small, like clothes fan, like very small little spikes, and then we put them together and it becomes a big spike. So I know a lot of companies, lash companies, they sell a tray of those spikes already ready made, and that is so wrong because it's too heavy. You can't place a chunk of spikes that big into your client's eye. It's actually how these mangas are made. It's small little chunks, small little chunks like this, and placing it inside to make the actual spikes. So the biggest mistake is to make it like a huge chunk and then just putting it on. Okay. You've got, of course, some different style variations. In the image below here, as you can see, there's actually two layers of it, and they're very many, but it looks chunky. These ones are the chunky, and you've got these ones. As you can see, if you can see, there's one middle, two outer. If you want an open eye, that is where you want to place. Yeah, make a mark in the middle, outer, and then of course the inner corners and then the outer corners, making it stand out as if it's an open eye. Okay. Here there's just some ideas of some style variations. Okay, so anime versus manga. What's the difference with manga and anime? So the manga styles are more sharp, more defined. Like the peaks of it is much thicker. It's they play with a lot more layers as well. And also, yeah, we focus the mangas focus a lot on drama, being dramatic, how thick the peaks are, how long the peaks are as well. Just think of it as in like those the manga cartoons, very bold and very thick. Yeah. With anime, you've got more of a dull eye, but using very, very, very small spikes. If you can see the image here, they're very small, very tiny spikes placed in, and then using the gel. I'll talk more about the gel later, but you can see we're focusing a lot more direction and placement. So how can I explain? Just gonna see. Just give me a second. Just gonna give me a second. I actually forgotten all about just going to stop for a minute and I will show you. Give me a second while I connect another to something else. No, that's okay. It's not connecting. I want to explain. So I use cups. I use cups to practice. Okay. I was gonna connect, but I think it turned off. Let's see if I can connect it again. No. Just give me a second, guys. It was connected before. That's okay. We just continue. We'll show you more in depth tomorrow when it comes to the in the Zoom. It'll be much easier because then that way the camera's not going to turn off. Anyway, here I have. Actually, why don't I just stop it? Okay, so here I am. I've got a cup. The reason why I wanted to show you is because I wanted to show you with the other camera actually, but that's okay. How you want to, when I'm talking about direction, I'm talking like this. I'm talking, so I want you to be mapping like this. So I've just drawn like a star. So if you guys can see, it's a star. So where the actual spikes go, it's actually where each of those are. So you notice. So if you were to do something like that, like a if you're unsure what direction that you are meant to be placing, that is when you are placing it this way. So it's a bit long. So yeah, you'll be placing it this way, out here, that angle, this angle, this angle, this angle. So it needs to go in different angle. So where some people are so used to placing lashes just like 90 degrees, because that's how we've been taught for volume lashes and classic lashes, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. With manga and anime styles, all of these wispy styles, you want to be able to make more of, like, it needs to be very, very prominent in order to see. Let me share back so you guys can have a look. As you can see here, if I make a star right here, you can see a line in the middle, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2. That's why you need to know how to place those spikes. So it's not just any spikes. So a lot of people, the mistakes a lot of people make is just putting one spike in the middle, one spike in the middle, one spike, one spike, one spike, and that's it. And then placing all the volumes underneath. Okay. The mistake that what you need to be doing is placing chunks. So many little spikes in the same direction, in the same area, but all pointing towards it. Needs to be in a, like a what do you call it, a pyramid. I'll go through, have a look at this picture. If I zoom in, I don't know if I can zoom in, but if you can see, there are tiny little spikes, small mini in that makes up this chunk. It's not just one. It is not just one. So in order for you to do all that, notice it's placed in a pyramid like that. Okay, I prefer these, like placing small chunks, than having. Okay, yeah, you've got the animated lash zones. Have a look at this. It comes outwards. So yeah, you've got the middle, like I said, the dot in the middle, and then you've got the outer corner. This one, if she's got contacts on, so this is my client. She had contacts on, so the contact made her eye look a little bit bigger than it is, but it was about out here. And we just added more bold spikes. And then these ones, I had leaning downwards towards the outer corner to create. And honestly, our client, I had wished I'd use a bit longer lengths here. That would have been better. Same with this one as well. You've got, see, faces that way. So how you faces is really important, and I'll go through. Just give me a drink. Also having a practice on this also really helps as well. With these eye shape, you're able to kind of place it where it is, and then as you come out, it's like a clock. So some people are still placing it straight when it's on the outer corner. You need to be leaning, it needs, or more, if you're creating manga styles and lash sets, it needs to be a bit more as well. Make it more leaning towards. All right, as you can see here, I've got some images for your FYI. Struggles using the wrong curl, getting the not getting the perfect roundness of the actual style map, and then making both eye match. Retention, a lot of people have retention. One of the mistakes that I see is if you're only placing, like going back to the 2D mapping and 3D mapping again, if, okay, for example, you're only going, you are only doing a 2D, you notice in here, she's, see, there's three, there, in one peak, there's actually 3 spikes. There's one on the side here. That's a style of it. If you wanted to create a 3D version of it, I want you to be using like the top 2 and then go on the bottom, same as well. So yeah, if you're using, say, 13, on the bottom you want to be using 12, and then another bottom you want to be using 11 or something, and create the same angle as those lashes. Then you'll be able to create a 3D version, meaning that if one of the spikes, say one of the spikes fall off, You still got the other spikes to actually help the lash stick together or hold up the actual lash style. Okay, so that is one of the reasons why you're not just following the map in 2D. You want to be following it in 3D version. Okay, these are different specific styles that you can create with all of the styles, all the manga, anime, and trust me, it's huge. It's huge. It's a trend, and that's what I'm saying about you don't need to follow anyone. Once you understand the curl, what it does, how to place those styles, you will be able to do any of these styles yourself, because all it is, again, it goes to the eye shape, the the eye analysis, and then you decide on the style and the curl. That's it. So if we were to do like if I was to go to a natural look or a bolder look, I'll be adding more spikes, more tiny spikes to that chunk, and we'll go through all the spikes in a minute as well. Okay, just here's just some style variations of the anime. Animes, what makes it different? Animes is very tiny, like I said before. It's small spikes. Such a tongue twister. A small, many small spikes together into the into making it a huge chunk, into like peaks, I should say. They're more defined. The manga styles, like I said before, manga styles are more defined. Let me see, where am I up to? It's like, what slide am I on? So where should you start with these? You know, like where you start. So I would start, if you want to start introducing these styles to your clients, I want you to be keeping in mind that if they're brand new to animes and wispies and all that, I want you to start with a very natural look, So that means like even something like this, like these, very, very soft. Using soft curls, you're able to, it won't stand out as much. When you start using very strong, deep curls, that's when the spikes become more dramatic, and yeah, you might scare them off instead of attracting them. So come slowly, just like how with clients brand new to eyelash extension, you want to start them off with like a hybrid, very natural hybrid set. You don't move them into mega volume straight away, because they'll run. They will run, because it's like, what the, like, they've never seen themselves with lashes, and all of a sudden you just always start them off with and hybrid, are very natural using their lashes. If they have a lot of their own natural lashes, then classic, you know. But otherwise, yeah, don't, gosh, scare them away with with doing a mega volume set, and that's where they yeah, they'll run, that's for sure. All right, so next slide. All right, here we go. Now, like I said, there is a bonus Zoom mentoring session. We are going to be creating these peaks, these lash styles together. Okay, so if you want to join inside the live mentoring, I will send you. I'll send the Zoom link inside the Facebook group tomorrow as well, to join tomorrow, to join the mentoring tomorrow. But I really want you guys to help. I really want you guys create these spikes and understand what it is that makes these spikes the way it is. All right. Now, this is similar to what we saw before. Right, number 12 and 12. Like, it's just like V. It's just putting a V. Here on the bottom lashes, the bottom layers is where we're going to be creating like small fans. Very, very light and closed fans as well. Notice here in this picture image here, we've got 3 different layers. Now you've got 8, 9, and 10. Keep in mind also, this is just one layer. I haven't gone through multiple layers yet, meaning that, you can create these peaks, they called peaks, only on one layer. All right, so just to make it much easier, let me use these to explain. Let me remove these, and so I'm able to explain to you more. So what I mean by 3 layers or only one layer is this. I don't have different layers, unfortunately, but you'll still understand what I mean. Just let me stop sharing for a minute. Okay. So I've got a 1 layer, 2 layer, and 3 layers. Okay. So your first spike that you're placing, let's go with the let me see. Let me choose this one so you can see both at the same time. Okay. No. Okay. Now, if you're having a look at the first image, okay, I am putting on and I face. Notice that it's not straight anymore. It's on an angle. Okay. Can you see? It's on an angle. Right. If I was to place another one, so the second one, this second one here, the second image, number 12, 12 is the peak. If 12 is the peak, 9 and 8. So just imagine these are shorter, okay? Just imagine they're shorter. I'll be placing it next to it and facing it inwards, okay? Yeah, okay. As you can see, the spikes are in and the same, okay? The one, no, like 8 shorter, and it'll be down. So this one would have been maybe down here instead of up here, because these are all the same length, okay? Just wanted to give a visual idea that these maps here are only one layer at all, not even 2. Okay, when we're talking about 2 layers, that's when we're going to be customizing it with different. So you've got the top of it, like say 12, 11, 10, and you go the next level down as well. Notice this is one layer, the top layer only, and it already creates those peaks for you. So you don't even need to actually have those styles, Yeah, so you won't even need to have a lot of those to play around with layers at all, because those layers itself, just using one layer already, but it depends if your client has a lot of layers, then that'll be even more amazing because you're able to play around with more layers. Okay. Now, pro tip for creating these styles is, are you a 1 tweezer or 2 tweezer? I've seen a lot of people commenting on lash artists that use one tweezer and they think, what is it? Yeah, that they're going to get stickies, or it's going to be sticking together, or how can you, there's been a lot of comments, but there's actually a technique to it. Just like with two tweezer, we isolate with one hand and we place with the other. With the one tweezer method, the client's head is totally tilted. Okay, so imagine you're laying here, you're looking at the client's lashes, but the head is tilted. You're able to see all three layers. And of course, this is the difference. When you're styling the one tweezer method, it's mainly people that have very sparse lashes, very little and sparse lashes, not clients that have a bush like in their eyes. So of course it's not going to work out. But people that don't have a lot of lashes, you tilt their head back and you're able to sit over them. You're able to see the three layers, the three lash layers, as well as everywhere. And that's when you're able to use your, just imagine like this. I'm able to, if this is the client's eye looking at you, if their head is tilted like this, I am able to see them, how many lash layers they have, and then I use my spikes and I place whatever direction, this way, that way, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Then I'm able to angle it the way I like. And again, I place another down the bottom and down the bottom, down the bottom. Okay. I've just made a spike. Yeah. You can see, just made a spike. I've just made a spike just by placing it in like that. Because when you tilt the client's head back, you're able to see all of their lashes so much easier. So that is the pro tip that I want to give you. Use exact length for each zone. That's the second one. What I mean by each length for each zone is like this. I divide the eye into three zones. The pupil zone, which is here, pupil zone, and outer corner and inner corner. So those three zones. If I'm creating the open eye, that middle zone, it's one length. Inner corner, one length, and then outer corner is another length, another set of length. Okay, so that's what I mean by using the exact length for each zone. Perfect spike distribution. So I want you to be able to, like, if you've made the middle outer evenly, then you'll need to distribute them out evenly as well. Okay, so it's not just like open in the middle of the eye and then all of a sudden out like too big. I want you to be able to distribute them evenly. Weight, direction, and placement, we've spoken about that. So the direction of it, with the weight, it's mainly 0.05 and 0.07 that I use. Direction, like I was saying about the direction, how you place your direction makes a huge difference on bringing the open eye look or the dull eye look or the eyeliner look. All of that makes a huge difference. And then of course you got the placement meaning how many layers are you using? Top layer and the second layer. The base layer should be used for lifting those spikes as well. Okay, how we communicate those to the clients, you want to be setting a realistic goal. It's high maintenance. Anime, wispies, any are very high maintenance. And what you want to do is give them the heads up that, hey, this is going to be high maintenance and it's not going to last like as much as volume. And you want to explain it. Volume, you've got all these volume fans and they, intertwine together. You're like, yeah, you want to explain it however you want. Whereas these spikes, you want to be mindful because, yeah, these spikes have different layers, but when you do lose, they can lose. You'll need to update. You can't go 3-4 weeks without them. I guess 2 or 3 weeks is okay, but not 3. Okay, not 3. I don't recommend anyone that that comes every 4 weeks. Not with these anyway. Okay. So setting a real expectation to your clients make a huge difference. And also, yeah, if you want to also make it faster as well, you want to be able to practice your fan making and making sure which one, if you already made it, if you're still slow on making your fans, I want to pre-make the fans and save it to use on your clients. Yeah, and decide if it's 1 or 2 tweezers that you want to use. And the consultation I always give them beforehand. Yeah, beforehand of what their lash would look like. In other words, I ask for their image and then I go on Procreate and I tend to draw the map itself out and give them a visual representation of what it is. Okay. Another thing I really want you to remember is speed isn't about rushing. Okay. Speed is more about speed is more about you working smarter, how you can organize your skills, your spikes, all of that together, having a plan, knowing what shortcuts to do, and being efficient with your move, how you place your placement, your lashes and all that. Not necessarily about speed, like speed, I'm going to do this in 1 hour. I'm telling you, if you're one of the new artists, if you're new, don't worry so much about how long I'm taking to do, a full set. Okay, because I really want you to be thinking about what it is that I am delivering to my clients, and are they happy with the clients? Of course, I'm not going to take 5 hours. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is to focus more so on how you can improve your skills. So that's why I've given you the tracker as well to practice those tracker, to get your speed going. But that doesn't mean to rush your work. Okay, I don't even rush my work. So I'm happy to take my let my sets take time to perfect my sets and making sure that the lash set looks perfect. Yeah. Next up we've got like speed hacks. Okay, how I give, like, before, when I'm making sure, before I do my clients, I'm sure my tray of all the lash lengths and curls I need is right there with me. That's one. I have it all out on my lash trays, because I've already planned it out, because these maps, it's not like a last minute thing. Yeah, it can be last minute once you get used to it. But if you're new at this, I want you to plan it out. Okay, what it is, what style, like ask your client, what style are they planning to have, or what they like. When they come, you set eyes straight away, but you've got all the equipment already there. Okay, I always pre-mix my glue drops, meaning that when I'm practicing on these, I use a combination of gel and black glue. As you can see, they're on paper, but they're very, very, very good. They've got nothing to just try it out. When you're practicing on these, I pre-mix my glue. How I arrange my tools, like tweezers, lash trays, my glue, my tweezers, all that. I have everything set around me already. Mapping, like I said, prior to consultation. So during your consultation, before the client comes to you should know what map are they getting inspired from already. Direction and placement, as well as lash type. So will you be using the traditional lashes, or will you be using the camellia ones? Makes a huge difference as well. Like I said before, the camellia. If you want to see how a camellia looks like, a lash camellia, join me tomorrow inside the Zoom, and I'm going to be showing you a lot of hands-on stuff. Here I am just explaining to you what it is and the lash, spikes that you need. But tomorrow will be more hands-on, because if I do it all together, it can take hours. It can the masterclass will take too long. And yeah, so I'm just giving you specific tips for each section here. Welcome to screening of these, and use for all. If you want the actual slide, let me know, and I'm happy to share that inside the group as well. So the section, like I said, wispy, I want you to section block which one, where the longest lengths are, where the transition is as well, and batching your spikes. How I batch my spikes. So what I mean by batching spikes is, if I am doing inner corners on this side, I'll be doing inner corners on that side because same length anyway. Okay. If I'm doing this one and the same length, the outer corner has the same length, of course I'm going to be batching this side, and then outer corner, because why? I'm using the same length. I'm doing it right there and then, so I'll be using the same one anyway. The only times that I will move from inner to outer is if they're different lengths anyway. But if I'm like styling like 9, 10, and 10 is the same one out here, I'll be doing both. I exchange from one eye to eye consistently. Okay, that's what I do. That way your sets don't need to take that long, but it's definitely going to be faster than you doing one section and then doing the next one, waiting for it to dry. I just move. I just jump inner, outer, inner, outer, or middle as well. Okay. So with the mangas as well, outline your technique first, meaning where you're placing your spikes. Another tip also is with my map, like where I map it also, I draw the map where I angle the drawing of the map to face the same way as well. Okay, the same way as the direction. So I'll make sure I draw that. But I share, like I go in depth. These are the tips. These are just more like tips, but I go in depth inside my my Lash, inside my program, inside my membership, which I'll share more with you later. But it's yeah. So here's me doing showing you some practice ones that product tools. What you need: small fiber tip tweezers. You know all what it is. Quick dry. So I use the black and jelly glue, like I said before. The setting gel, the 2 setting gel and primer is what I use to my spikes looking clean and wisp, and a Lash mirror as well. But these are the products. Definitely when you're practicing, you want to use camellia lashes. You want to use LC, LD, LC, J, B curls. There is I as well, but that's similar to a J, so don't even bother. Lash manufacturers tend to add in different curls just to make it, like to sell more. But as you can see here, this is, I believe it's the same one. Yeah, this is the same one. It's the same image. Placing the spikes, and it looks like 1D, but it's actually 2 layers. 2 layers I've done here. Okay, 2 layers. And here are the curls and how it looks like. That's why if you want to see, just down here on the bottom, just here, LC, LD. Oh, have I got? Yeah. Okay. Next up, okay, your blueprint for success. Why? Next up, I want you guys to download the free lash map. Just let me show you how the lash map looks like. Just let me show you lash mapping. Okay. Oops. Just download a whole bunch. Just give me a second. Let's see what I'm doing. I don't know if I can see it. I can show you. Oops. Sorry. I forgot the camera's on. All right. Lucky I wasn't. Oh, I can't. Let me show you. I can't show you because it's a download. Because it's a download, I was trying to download the actual thing to show you, but no, I can't show you. But anyways, download the template. Actually, let me stop showing this. Okay. That's funny. No. Window. Here we go. Here we are. All right, guys. Here is the lash mapping. So I've got a few lash mapping. So you guys can copy that. I think there's 4 or a total of 4 lash maps that you can use. So let me see where the download is. Window. Yeah. So you've got 4 lash map altogether. No, it's not going to open. I'm going to have to open up one by one. So yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, you've got the lash mapping, whether it's wispy styles, what I've added. But guys, feel free to use that. I want you guys to practice. And what I was saying before, just give me a second. What I was saying before about submitting your work. So what I want you to be doing is practicing on a sponge, just a normal sponge, or on a gel pad, and copying those lash maps. I want you to be able to play around with those spikes, where you place those spikes, where you're gonna angle those spikes. We'll do it together tomorrow. Bring all your equipments, bring all your products, and we're gonna have a play together tomorrow. But that's all you need, really. Tweezer, like a cup. How I do the cup is I place it that way, like, all right. So yeah, I'll place it that way, and then when I'm picking up the wisp, oh, I'm losing, it's been too long. I pick up the spikes and I place it like as if I'm doing a one tweezer technique. And this is the reason why a lot of artists is using the one tweezer technique. It's because they've been practicing like this, and then you're able to see where you're angling. If you're practicing it like this on lashes like traditional, you're not going to be able to see are the spikes coming together or not. Okay, like I said, like if you're just looking like this, it's harder to place. But if I'm looking downwards onto the client, I'm able to angle the spikes to each direction. Okay, that's that. Yeah, submit your work, guys. I want you guys to submit just in the group. It's just us. Look, it's not, there's not many people, so you're not going to be embarrassed. Don't feel embarrassed, because if you're not doing it, you're not going to learn, or you're not going to get feedback, or you're not going to be able to improve. So I really want you guys to actually submit it. Just post it. Hey, this is my first attempt of Wispy. This is my first attempt of anime. This is my first attempt following Anna's lash map. Whatever it is, I want you to post. I want you to share it inside the group. Even after this month, within the next couple of days, I want you to really, before I turn off the take down the live, I want you guys to practice it, setting a time expectation for yourself. Practicing on one eye, just getting the feel of it, how you need to place it. Tomorrow with the Zoom, or live, I'm able to sort of go through like how it is that you should be looking at, like from my point of view, my POV camera, like what you're seeing, what I'm seeing is what you should be seeing as well. That way you're able to understand where I'm coming from, like what should you be looking at as well. Okay. Start with your basics, guys. Start with your basic sets. Like I said, less curl, less spikes, but also, yeah, with placement and direction. Practice with the placement direction. You notice the eye goes down. I'll use longer lengths out here. Okay. Next up, your next 30 days. This is your plan for the next 30 days. Okay. I want you to practice every single. Oh, I'm not even sharing my screen, am I? I just realized I'm not sharing the screen. Da-da. All right, let's go back. Here's your, we were here. The next up, confidence blueprint. Here, what I was saying, download your free map and track your progress. Okay, use your tracker. Use the tracker that I've given you to track your progress. Next up, your next 30 days, what I want you to do for the next 30 days. Practicing the method that I've just shown you, okay, the SDP method, practicing that, analyze your clients, just analyze any client's eye, start practicing anyone's eye. Start with your style journal, journaling your mapping, tracking all your mapping, a mannequin, using a mannequin like I was just showing you now, and record yourself. I want you to record yourself to see the speed, the placement of all that. I want you to be able to follow this step by step, guys. I want you to follow it step by step. Week 1, master the wispy section. Okay. Week 2, one manga, like a manga, the corner, or just little step at a time. And then week 3, maybe do the inner corners, and with that angle, with the placement of the inner corners, and then put it all together. You don't even have to do all of it at once. Okay, then it might be overwhelming, but I really want you to do section by section. Just practice the wispies first, and then the outer corner, the inner corner, and then putting it all together. Take progress of everything and time yourself, but no pressure. Everyone note what's working, what's not, all notes of that. And then, send me a message on Instagram as well, because I'd love to see what you guys are up to. Now, again, I want to remind everyone that I have some freebies if you guys submit your work, and just about what download the map and then submit it, see what you're doing with that, and engage. I would love for you to win some prizes. After this masterclass, once I close off this group, I really want you to head in /Tech Tips Facebook group community. This is where I am or will be on a regular basis, on a weekly, daily. You can ask questions inside the community, share your work as well. So that's the other group. This is just a pop-up group where I will finish off the masterclass, but welcome to come inside and share your work after that. Yeah. So next up, just let me see. And then yeah, and that is it, guys. That is it for today's masterclass. I will go through a lot more of the skill side of it tomorrow, because yeah, it's dragging on for like 2 hours already. So I would love to break it up into other steps. If you need help, join me for the mentoring session tomorrow via Zoom, where I'm able to see you a little bit better. I'm able to see you, actually meet you. If you're interested, come into the Zoom tomorrow. And like always, we've covered a lot today. I don't know how you guys overwhelmed. Are you guys really feeling, I don't know, how are you guys feeling? You guys feeling confused or more confused, or are you feeling like, yeah, you can do it? What is it? Drop me a comment, drop me something in the chat, and just let me know how you guys are feeling. It is a lot. Like, I've seen some beginners work, and you know, they think it's just placing a spike. But I hope these tips, as well as the lash mapping that I give you, is you're able to sort of vision it a little bit better, like envision the spikes, where to place and how you place as well. Get a gel pad and start practicing these, and they're such a game changer when you're practicing lashes with a cup and gel pad. That's all it is. That's all I use. Yeah. Also, if you have any questions, yeah, please drop it in the comments, or make a post of it, or even reach out. If you're shy, look, I understand. You don't have to make a post. You can reach out to me directly. Send me a DM. Yeah, it's a really, really. I would love to hear from you guys. But if you guys love, this is just like a very random masterclass that I put together. But if you love what you've learned today, and you want to keep leveling up your lash, like learn more, update your skills, this is what I have inside my mentoring course, as well as my membership. It's like having me inside your pocket. Like, it's like, Anna, I need help with this, or Anna, I need this. We deep dive a lot more, because I'm able to start go one-on-one with you, meet up on a weekly basis. It's affordable. Look, yeah, I make it affordable because I know a lot of artists are in the beginning stages. Okay. And if you're able to afford a cup of coffee, or a Starbucks coffee a day, then you're able to afford this. Okay. You're able this to actually make something of yourself and your business. So I'll leave the link in below, in the chat below, for you guys to, if you're interested, read up more about it, some details. Look, the problem, I get it. Like, honestly, I get it. A lot of you might be thinking, okay, if I'm joining you, or I'm watching it on YouTube, what's the difference? Look, YouTube is an actual double-edged sword. It's full of like YouTube, or even Facebook group. Okay, it's a double-edged sword. The reason being is, one hand, there's a ton of resources and a ton of trainings, freebies, but on the other, you can be taken into a deep rabbit hole, like a huge rabbit hole that's too much. Like, for a beginner, you're going to be overwhelmed. I'll give you an example. When I started this online journey, it's like I had no idea. So I'm asking, what email automations do I use? And then inside Facebook group, 20, 30 people give me their input, their advice, their tips, or what they think, what they use. In the end, I had to try it out for myself anyway. what's the best hosting, like how do I create an online course? Here I am, all these people giving me feedback, and then guess what, I had to do it myself anyway. But what took longer is because I had to try every single one of these tips out. Okay. Same with you guys right now. Yeah, all new lash artists. You go inside a group and you ask, what's the best glue? I guarantee you're going to get 10 best glue. Because why? People are selling their glue, and you're going to get 10 people that is trying their glue that they like, just from out of their experience, which there's nothing wrong with that. But where you are, the humidity, the temperature and environment is different to to what they've given you as well. So each artist has their own way of doing things, and they may cause you confusion, or it actually slows down, which it slowed me down when I was in learning. So there's nothing wrong with getting tips and advice online or watching tutorials on YouTube, but you really need to get the foundation off first. It's great to get tips, once you've mastered the fundamentals, but not when you're trying to start out and you're still figuring it out. It's very confusing, and every pieces of the puzzle can't fit, because you're still trying to look for the pieces. You're trying to look for those puzzles, and that's why having someone, like, it doesn't have to be me. I'm just letting you know, it doesn't have to be me. I'm talking about looking for someone that you connect with, that you're able to connect with, you're able to help you in your journey. Stick with one person, okay? Find a mentor, educator, anything. Find out someone that can relate to you, that can help you and support you in your journey of your learning path. But yeah, for anyone that wants to or is interested in joining Accelerated Artistry, that is my program, my 12-week mentoring program. We go through, like, learning new techniques. You get one-on-one call with me every single week, as well as group calls as well. Because when you're doing Accelerated Artistry, you're going to be getting membership, 6 months of the membership, 2 memberships for free as well. Okay, so paying for the program, but you're also getting 6 months of the membership of business building as well as skill building. So I've got a mini and a main. So my mini membership is skill based. Like, we focus on skill building, like humidity, techniques, even these styles as well. We focus on skill building, and we're focusing on, I think has it stuck? Yeah, we focus on all of that. So yeah, that's the Accelerated Artistry mentoring. It's an actual program. It's my flag program that I use. So if you guys are interested, welcome to check it out. I think my one of my, I think Erica, she'll leave you the links down below. And then, of course, what you're going to get is the 12-week mentoring, your success roadmap. So I created a Lash success roadmap. So you'll learn all about that. As a bonus into the program, you get 6 months free access to my Passion to Profit Accelerator membership, as well as the free mini membership, and that's the Lash Seekers Society. So the difference between the two is the Passion to Profit Accelerator is you're taking your skill and, like, building your business. So building, like, how to attract clients, where to look for clients. I can't kind of mix it together because we focus so much on skill base, and we focus on business skills. They're two different paths. So some people might only be at this stage of mastering their skills. So I can't overwhelm them. I don't want to overwhelm them with with people that, like, they have no idea of how to build their business yet. It can get quite confusing, because hell was for me. I'm telling you, it was bloody, yeah. Sorry, shouldn't. Yeah, it was quite overwhelming for me, learning all about business stuff. So I've taken everything I know up till now and what I wish I knew back then, and I've put it all into this program. This is to help you guys like learn. It's a structured approach from me. That everything I've learned, the mistakes I've made, you need someone who's done all the mistakes, by the book, to help you. Just make sure you don't make the same mistakes, don't make the same wrongs that I did. You just need someone with the experience, which I've got plenty of experience. I'm sure I'm able to help you, in whether it's business or whether it's skill related. I guarantee I'm able to help out, because in some way I've had that quite a handful of experience teaching and helping a lot of my students. So yeah, would you get also a Facebook group as well? With the membership, you'll have access to the membership. It's a portal where you can access all the trainings. So every single mentoring session or any trainings I get, it will be included in there. All the replays or coaching sessions, it will be played on there. You got live Q&As, as well as every month we're going to be doing a training together. So it'll be like a challenge. We do challenges together. So every month we might be doing like creating templates. Like you'll get free templates, or you get free images to use on your social media, and yeah, heaps of resources, how to run your business as well. Like you'll receive all that. So yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below, please, before I end this masterclass, because we're about to end very, very soon. And like I said, remember why you came to this masterclass. Okay, you wanted the desire to actually start building, whether it's growing your skills or whether your business. It's the same fire, the same determination that's put you into this masterclass. So if you guys need any help, let me know. Whether you join the Accelerated Artistry or not, let me be clear. Whether you join me inside the Accelerated Artistry or Passion to Profit Accelerator or not, I'm stoked. I'm stoked that you guys showed up. I'm stoked that you guys are here, join here today. And I can't wait to see all the amazing lash styles that you're going to be creating. And then hopefully you can tag me or just send messages on Instagram. I'm not here to pressure you. Like I said, I'm just here to I love teaching. I love to help and support students. And these programs are simply just tools. Like I'm there as a mentor, and I provide you with the tools to improve your skills, grow your business, and that's all it is. Yeah, and hopefully you, as a student lash artist, will reach your goals faster as well. If you're curious, I will leave a link after this live masterclass in the comments below, and you can check it out yourself. If not, that's also fine. Okay, that's also fine. Let me make it clear. I'm happy that I've been able to have this opportunity to meet you guys, to meet you and be a part of your journey. But practice, okay? Practice. I want you from now on, from today, I want you to practice the skills and the tips. We'll go deeper on tomorrow in the Zoom session tomorrow, because yeah, like I said, it will be way too long. But yeah, any other questions? I'm just gonna check any questions. Is there any questions in the chat below? Nope. Anyone question? You're welcome to leave any questions afterwards. Yeah, if there's any questions, welcome to leave it afterwards. Let me know what it is. If you want it, I'll leave the Zoom link for tomorrow as well. That's it, guys. That's it for today. And I'd love to hear from you guys inside the group more. Hopefully you'll be able to really do well with your wispies, have a clear understanding what it is that you really want, how to create these wispy styles. I'm hoping that I have been able to help you, but if not, let me know. And I will see you guys inside the group and chat to you soon.